our game, we need a health bar for our shooter game, right? So basically, in most of the games, the health bar is located at the bottom middle position, and we have kept it at the same position as well, so that it's easier to identify. And we have to distinguish on how the health bar would look like when we get damaged or damaged through different ways. In our game, currently we can either get damaged through the guns from the enemies, and the other way to get damaged is from falls. So we can either fall from various heights and get damaged. So we have to indicate it through different colors. So what we are choosing is we have differentiated through green color, which basically means the player is at full HP, and then yellow indicates that the player is mid-level of HP, so there's not immediate danger from that. And red bar means that the player is extremely low health and he has to search for a med pack immediately, otherwise they would die. Empty bar basically means that the player is already dead and they are waiting for themselves to respawn and play the game again. So how does the multiplier work basically? For each gun there's a base damage. For example, if you take it from here, for the rifle the base damage is 15. So if you consider the base damage as 15, for the upper body the multiplier is times 1. So 15 times 1 is 15 HP. So basically if you shoot the enemy on the upper chest, they will lose 15 health points. And similarly for head, upper legs and lower legs, there are different multipliers. For head it's the times 3, for upper legs it's times 0.6, for lower legs it's times 0.4. Main screen for our shooter game. So before the shooter game starts, we have to showcase the player what and all is going on here. So first of all, you can see the number of points and jumps which you currently have, and also if you have played some games in our battle box, you might have seen that you have to spend some coins in order to play the game. So here it shows, for example, we have showcased it as 500 battle bucks, but it might change based on the values which we keep. And on the top left corner, we can see our player name and our own info, so that like other players can recognize you if you like decide to stream or showcase your gameplay to others. Then again, back button is to actually go to the platform back instead of this game, and you can try out other games as well. And here you can see 4 options. So these 4 options will lead you to different pages based on the tag which we have given. So tournament tag, states tag, how to play, and friends. And here you can see above the play button we have a free for all gaming room. This is the mode which is currently chosen. At the corner of that you can see a switch button, right? So basically this is not the only mode which is available in the shooter game. It will carry you to this next page. So in this next page you can see all the different modes which will be available for you to play the shooter game with. So for now currently we only have free for all mode, and here you can see whichever mode you have selected, that will be indicated by the stick mark, so that it's easier for you as a player to recognize it. Then other than free for all mode, we obviously have the practice room just to get to know the map and get to know all the guns, and we are planning on implementing team deathmatch as well, and along with that battle royale mode as well. Then again, as I said, there are many buttons here, right? So let's say you click on the tournament button, it will take you to the tournament page. In the tournament page you can see basically here at the top it will be the thumbnail of the game will be showcased here. For now I will just put the logo, and then if any tournaments regarding the shooter game is going on, it will be shown here along with the data such as how much is the points which you need to spend to participate in the tournament, how long will the tournament last for, how much trophies you will win if in case if you win the tournament. And again, let's say here you click on the stats button, so it will carry you to the stats page, and it will basically say the statistics of the game. Currently, like we didn't want to reveal all the statistics to you, so we have put coming soon. And again, if you click back, it will go to the home screen, and from there the last second button, if you click on how to play, it will carry you to the how to play page, and basically here it will showcase like the basic description of what do you have to do, and then a step-by-step description of what you will be doing in the game. Step will take you to the friends section. This is not finalized yet, but this is our plan which we want to, like, this is our basic idea which we want to implement. So all your friends list will be showcased here with along with their photo, your friend's name, their rank if we implement rank into the game, and their kill death ratio, just so you know whether they are a good player or not. And also at the left of that you can see whether they are active or not. Basically green means they are active and red means they are inactive, so that you can know when to invite them. The new version of the default state, the one difference which you could see is that the lock-in feature is not present here. So by default only the 6 weapons will be present here just as before, and the timer will be provided here towards the right. below the weapon selection UI. So how are we selecting the weapon here? In the previous state, you had to select the weapon and click on the lock-in feature. But here, once you tap on the gun, any of the guns, it will instantly get selected, as that is the first step done by the player. One of the UI elements is that green border will be seen around the weapon box which the player selected. And also, if you zoom in a little, for now the weapon box is slightly bigger compared to the other weapon boxes. We can make it much bigger, but we wanted to keep it subtle. And also the other changes is that you can see a tick mark on top right corner of the weapon box. That just means that the weapon is currently equipped. Then other changes is that on the right side of the weapon selection of all the guns, you can see the weapon attributes, which was the same as before. But the one change in that is above the weapon attribute, you can see a tag which says equipped. What does this mean? So you have already selected a weapon, but instead of clicking on a different weapon, you clicked on the same weapon again. So what will happen in that case? In that case, nothing else will change. The only change which we can see is the toast message. And in the toast message, instead of saying homing gun is equipped, it will add the word already. So it will say homing gun is already equipped, so that the player knows, oh, okay, I'm tapping on the same weapon, so I might need to tap on a different weapon to test out whether there are other interactions or not. Then moving forward to first tap on a different gun. What does this mean? So you have already selected a gun, and you, instead of clicking on the same gun, you clicked on a different gun after the gun was equipped already. So the weapon you selected, in this case it's the grenade rifle, will have a white border indicating that you selected that weapon, and that weapon's attributes will be shown beside the equipped weapons attributes, so that the player can compare between the two attributes. Like example here, the range of the grenade rifle is 40, the range of the homing gun is 50. So the player might be like, okay, this has a higher range, so maybe I should choose this. Or maybe he'll look at the damage multipliers and realize that headshot from grenade rifle will do 120, and from this it will be 60. So it is, the choice is given to the player. This is just to compare. And also, as I said before, the equipped weapon attributes, above that there is a tag equipped, right? So the selected weapon, the second selected weapon, above it we'll have the tag comparing, so that the player will know that this is not the selected weapon right now, and this is the weapon which is getting compared, so that he is sure that this is not the one which is locked in. And also the toast message, this time it will say that we have to tap on the grenade rifle again in order to equip it. Here it says grenade rifle because that is the example which we have chosen, but it will be according to the weapon's name, whichever we choose. So this will again stay just for 0.5 seconds. Then what happens if you do a second tap on this selected weapon which had a white border? So what happens is that the white border will vanish, and instead of the white border, the green border will appear, and also the size of this will increase, indicating that this is the equipped weapon. And the previously equipped weapon, green border will vanish, and the tick mark will also come to the newly selected equipped weapon. And as you see the attributes, the comparing tag attribute will completely vanish, and only the equipped tag attributes will be remaining. And this time, instead of homing gun, it's showing the grenade rifle because this is the newly equipped weapon. So that is the change if you double click on a different weapon. And also the toast message will again say that the new weapon name is equipped. So just so the player knows that, okay, I have changed my weapon selection, this is the currently equipped weapon. Compared to the previous version where you have to click on a undo, then click on a new weapon, and then click on lock in. In this version, you can just double tap on a weapon and it will instantly get equipped, so that you don't have to go through all that stages, and also the time will be saved. And also, like, you can compare the attributes, so that is also extremely useful to the player. Then what happens, first tap on a third gun, as in you have already equipped a weapon, and you had previously I had shown that you had tapped on a grenade rifle, and the grenade rifle has a white border. So what will happen if you tap on a different weapon which is not equipped or which is not the first selected? So the white border from the first selected weapon will vanish, and it will come to the newly selected weapon box to indicate that is the selected weapon. And previously we had in the comparing attributes tag, we had grenade rifle attribute, but instead of that, now we have pulse mortar attribute. And the equipped weapon attribute is the same because that is the current equipped weapon. So now the player can compare between the pulse mortar and the homing gun instead of the grenade rifle and the homing gun. So this is one of the features. And also again the toast message will appear saying that tap on the pulse mortar again to select, so that the player will know, okay, in order to switch it I have to tap on it again. If it doesn't want to switch it, it doesn't need to tap on it again. You can just leave it. Then again after the timer ends, the match will start, and whatever in this case the homing gun was the equipped weapon, so here homing gun is shown, and also the toast message will say that match has started, and also whichever mode we have started, that will be shown. just for like 5 seconds at max. So this is our new version, and these are the changes. Main changes were like the comparing attribute tag and the weapon selection method, where there is no undo option, but instead of that, double tap, and single tap is available, and also the toast message. This is the entire screen, and in this entire screen, at the top left beside the profile, you can see the leaderboard button. So this doesn't work based on a tap mechanism. So basically you have to hold it to in order to see the leaderboard, and when you release it, it will go back to the game, and the leaderboard will not be there. So some of the concepts which we have used are like, some of the columns names are avatar, name, kills, and death. Assists are not counted because we are not mainly focusing on score mechanism and stuff. Our win condition is mainly based on the number of kills
Yeah.
made by the player.
We are not doing any team right now, right? So there is no
Yeah,
assist currently.
yeah. And also, like the avatar for now, every icon is the same, but this will be customized based on the player who's playing. So at the top right corner, you can see the profile here. Whatever profile will be here, that will be showcased in this avatar section.
Yes.
And and again at the name, basically the name will be the player's name, whatever he has put. And one additional thing I want to say here is that the maximum number of letters in this name will be 15, and if the player's name crosses 15, then it will be denoted by dots. Like after 15 alphabets, it
I
will
think
be
that we can
denoted by
discuss
dots.
with the devs. I just want to make it 15
Yeah, for now we
for
have
caps.
decided the number 15, but it might change based on how the developers think it would be appropriate. Then again, the next column is the kills. So basically, this will show the number of kills the player has done. For our game, currently, like the 40 is the total number of kills which is required to win. So whichever player gets the 40 kills first will be considered as the winner. And then deaths is the total number of like how many times the player has died. And here we can see that some of the columns are red, one of the column is green, and some of the columns are grayed out. So basically these denote different stages in the game. So red is basically all the enemy players who are alive right now, so they are playing the game and they are alive right now. Green is basically to indicate that that player is you, so that you know where in the leaderboard. Immediately when you see the green color, you will understand what is your position in the game. And it's not that you have to see your position using the leaderboard itself. Even in the match, like at the top here, you can see the rank, and that will help you with understanding which rank you are right now. And this grayed out button is basically means that that the enemy or ourselves, we have died, and we are in the respawning stage. During that respawn time, it will be grayed out. Even the green color here will be grayed out little.
Okay.
And
I thought Boxy, this person is the one who killed you. That's why we marked as gray.
actually, last time in the live when we checked,
Yeah.
I said that green means the person who killed us, right?
Okay. Yeah.
But at that time I didn't remember anything like this present in Valorant. So I went back to Valorant and checked it again. When I
Hmm.
checked it again, I saw that the green one basically meant it was us, and gray color one was basically the person who was dead.
Okay. Who is in
So
the spawning part?
yeah, who's in the respawning stage.
Okay. So like anyone who killed you, we can also mark that, right?
Yeah, we can make that extra feature because Valorant doesn't have that feature actually. We can
But I
use that.
want that. I have discussed with the developers and they also liked it. But yeah.
Okay, so we can change one of these colors for now, and I'll annotate it.
Yeah. Okay. You can
Okay,
mark.
first I'll explain of everything, then we can do that.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, then other than that, like at the bottom of this leaderboard, you can see the weapon section. So basically, at the start of the game, the player will be given a weapon selection UI, right? And
Hmm.
in that UI, the player has to select one of the 6 weapons. Whichever weapon the player has selected, that will be showcased here, and how much damage is done by the player using this weapon will be showcased, like the hit accuracy using this weapon, for example the shotgun, then the total damage, then also the headshot percentage out of total number of bullets shot, how much bullets have hit the headshot. So all this data will be provided so that the player can understand if they are better using that gun or whether they should switch when they are playing a different game again. And another feature we have showcased here on the right side of the leaderboard is the health bar. So basically, it will showcase the player's health like in real time. So player one has 100 HP right now, and player two has 72 HP right now. So like whenever you click on the leaderboard, you can immediately know which player is of low health, and you can try to target him. So that's one of the additional features. And also you can see that the grayed out. I mean, the players who are respawning, their HP is at zero because they are respawning, and after they respawn, it will go back to 100.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
You can finish. You can talk after that.
yeah. So this is one of the additional features. Actually, this feature is not present in most of the games. We had a screenshot from, I believe, Killing Room 2, and we wanted to take that feature from that game, and we have implemented it here for now.
Hmm.
Thank you guys for watching. Hope this was helpful. Bye.